everybody. My husband here has roped me into doing some videos with him tonight, so I guess we're going to start with my grandmother's deviled eggs. This was always a treat that she made for us around Easter time, Thanksgiving time, all of the major holidays, and I grew to love them, even though when I was a kid I wasn't a huge fan of relish. Gotten past that, so I'm going to give you my grandmother's deviled egg recipe. We're going to start with standard hard-boiled eggs. I think he's already done a video on how to properly boil the eggs to make sure that it's not underdone or overdone. What we're going to do is we're going to then slice the eggs in half. I've already started emptying the yolks into our food processor. Pretty simple. Cut them in half, push the bottom out of the egg, and that will quickly release the yolk into our food processor.
You can do this in a bowl with a whisk too.
I'm lazy.
This is just a lot easier.
Yeah, I like it very creamy and rich, so I found that by putting it into a food processor, I make sure there's not those lumps and chunks that you might have if you do it by hand. There's a lot of different ways that you can make deviled eggs. You can make it a little spicier if you want Cajun seasoning on it. Nico prefers it with
Because if I was making these, it'd be totally different. Because I know a lot of people like Miracle Whip, but I'm not one of them.
He's got good taste. He married me. I can't
True.
fault him for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, and I never really measure a full amount because depending upon the eggs that you're going to have more or less yolks in those. So we're just going to start with a very healthy dollop going all the way around. I would say it's probably close to a quarter cup that I start with. What would you say, honey?
Probably around there.
Come on. Rude Miracle Whip here. Okay, so close to a quarter cup there.
For 6 eggs.
Yes, for 6 eggs. Then garlic, minced garlic. I love my garlic, so we're going to put a good healthy dollop in there. I'd say maybe a teaspoon to tablespoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we like sweet pickled relish. I try and drain most of the juice off of it because you don't want soggy eggs. And then I'm going to put a very healthy helping of a teaspoon into the 6 eggs for that. I do like spicy brown mustard. So we're going to put just a hint in there. Gives it that creaminess without extra mayo.
It's about a tablespoon.
I choose to use the light mayo. Doesn't make a difference to me in the way it tastes. And then we are going to, at this point, put in a couple of twirls of ground black pepper. Put this on, and we are going to blend it. I found that when using a food processor, if you pulse the processor, that it tends to blend it a little bit better, but we'll still have to take the lid off and mix it a little bit. Smell that garlic?
I sure can.
Yummy.
And the sweetness from
the relish?
From the relish, yeah. Mm-hmm. These little mini
Cuisinarts.
prep Cuisinarts are only like $35 on Amazon.
Nice and creamy.
Throw a link down at the bottom in the description.
Okay, once it's fully processed, you're going to take a spoon, a spatula, whatever you choose, and we're just going to lightly fill our eggs, trying to make it as uniform and rounded and pretty as possible without overfilling it. I tend to like to overfill some of them in the beginning and then always have to go back and correct my errors. Okay, so here we have our deviled eggs. They're all filled. We're just going to top them off with a little bit of Hungarian paprika, just more decoration than anything else. I will tell you, if you're heavy-handed, it does have a little bit of a kick, but nothing too major.
Just looks nice.
Make it a finished presentation here. Now, the best part about being the person that makes the deviled eggs is the fact that I get to be the first one to try them. I'm going to take this little sad guy here.
Because as soon as our son gets home,
they're gone.
They're gone.
Anyway, can you have one with me?
No.
Okay.
I'll be there in spirit.
Super creamy. Between the spicy brown mustard and the paprika, it does have a little bit of a kick. Burns the back of your throat just a tad. Nothing major, but very good.
All right, give this one a try and let us know what you think. Y'all have fun out there. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time.